Welcome back to A Country Boy Can Cook. Come on in this evening and enjoy my dinner with me. We're going to have an egg casserole. Scrambled egg casserole, whatever you want to call it. It's eggs and vegetables and meats all baked into one pan. It's really good. It's going to be good. Let me show you what we're starting with. Well, before I get with my recipe today, I just want to answer a question. If anybody's got any questions about me, I had a comment come in and said, wanted to know if I was an alcoholic. And I've said, ask me any questions, I'll answer them. If I was an alcoholic, they noticed that my hands shake. Well, I have essential tremors. I told the guy, I replied back to him. I said, I have essential tremors. I found out 4 or 5 months ago, 6 months ago. I noticed my hands would shake, sometimes more than ever. There you go, the little fingers in, and it'll stop. And I didn't know what was wrong. I went to a neurologist, and I have essential tremors. There's really not a lot they can do about it. It doesn't, it doesn't get in my way. It's a good thing I'm not a watchmaker. I don't know if I could do that, but for cooking, I'm good. So the guy said that he had noticed my hands shake, and that he had noticed that I slur my words sometime or kind of get them backwards. Well, I'm dyslexic. I've been that way all my life, and I think after I had my heart event 2 years ago, I noticed that I slur some words too. You know what? I ain't going to get that checked. I go to enough doctors unless it gets so bad I can't talk, and then I don't know what we'll do here on YouTube. But anyway, just if anybody's wanting to know, I'm not an alcoholic. I drink very little. Every once in a while a margarita, like one every 3 or 4 months. I don't have the shakes because I've been drinking, or I'm on a bender or anything. So just to let y'all know. So I answered that guy, and or I don't know if it was a guy, it could have been a woman, I don't know. It said user on YouTube user. It didn't have a name or anything. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to go back and copy that, do a screenshot of it, and so see if this person shows up again. Well, when I went back after answering it, that statement was gone. So whoever you were, I hope you're watching this again, and didn't upset me or anything, but just want to set the storyline straight. I'm good. I'm 71 years old. I'm recovering from a bad heart attack. I came home, I couldn't even walk. I was in a wheelchair for the rest of my life, and now I'm walking, talking slow, but I'm walking and talking. And so every day a little stronger. So I hope that clears that little deal up, and let's get to the recipe and get this nonsense out of the way. So I'm going to start with my eggs. I've got, let's see how many eggs. I've got 8 eggs. This is really a simple recipe if you've never done this before. It's great to feed a crowd. You can do it for breakfast, for dinner. It doesn't really matter. And as far as the protein, the different types of meat you want to put in it, whatever floats your boat. Eggs go with most anything. Matter of fact, we were in Florida, and we were trying different foods all along the coast, lots of crab cakes and stuff, and we had an omelet that was made with crab meat. Gosh, really good. And then we got adventurous and had a seafood omelet, fish and shrimp, and oh my goodness, it was next level greatness. Matter of fact, while we were staying on the beach and had a house, and I just see a piece of shell took off in there. Yep, no more. And it had a kitchen and stuff in it, so I went out and bought some fresh seafood and started fixing those for breakfast in the morning. Bell peppers and different types of seafood in there. It's a really good thing. So anyway, I've got my eggs. I know I always say treat eggs gently, but in this case, whip the crap out of them. You want to mix really good. Of course, you know I've got my old buddy here, my old blue bowl. Because if you're new to my channel, I don't have a lot of strength in my old hands after a heart incident a couple of years ago. So this works perfect. And we're going to kind of like do a custard, so which is eggs and milk, eggs and cream. I don't have any cream, but I got some whole milk, and I'm probably going to put maybe a quarter cup in here. Let me get you up here so you can see what goes on next. Alright. The first thing I'm going to do, I've got my egg mixture mixed up really good. Got this baking pan. I think it's 9 by 13. Whatever size you got and you want to make this for your family. Adjust the amount of eggs and liquid. I'm going to spray it with the butter spray. And I'm going to put a mixture of my vegetables in. I've got some tomatoes that's going to go in this, but they'll be the last things that go. I mean, you could mix everything up in the bowl like I got with the eggs. But the problem with that, what if you need more eggs, or what if you got too much of this and got too much of that? So I just put my vegetables in because I know I want the vegetables. All right, I got some mushrooms here. Let me drain these out. A lot of mushrooms. Mix everything up and kind of get it all laid out good. I've got that. Oh, spinach. And this is just chopped frozen spinach. I took it out and put it in the freezer, out of the freezer this morning, and put it in the fridge. I've cut a hole into it, and I squeeze it like this over the sink until I get all the juice out of it. Let me do it one more time. I know there's people that are saying, oh, you're not saving that spinach juice. Nope. I don't drink green smoothies. If it's a smoothie with the malt stuff, yeah, I'm there. So, anyway, they just ain't for me. Let me get up the rest of this pack open here. I'm just going to take, I'm not going to use this whole thing. No way it'll take it all. But I do want to have some spinach in here. I'm a big fan of spinach. And I'm the biggest fan of Popeye spinach. All right. This will be saved. I've got some bacon up, and I'm going to cook that in some bacon up to give it a good flavor. So what else? Oh, what else we got here? We got some cheese. Cheese, please. I buy these in these big old logs of cheese. This is American here. And I break it in two when I get it, and take and cut them up into chunks. Freeze them in my freezer. They do fine, no problem. Yeah, this is sliced up, but it'll do fine. And add as much or as little of whatever product you want. Make it your own. Yeah, it's about enough. Be enough to go over the top of here. And you're probably saying, is just going to leave it like that? No. No, I'm going to mix it back in one more time, make sure I get everything in here. Got some more cheese going down. This is cheddar. So it would be cheesy pleasy. They did not make these resealable bags for old dudes that have had a heart problem and lost his strength. Bam. My hand's dry again. Maybe I can do it this way. If not, I know how to do it. I'll cut it off right here at the end. I'll seal this back up with a handy closing device. Yeah, a clothespin. This is thin cheddar cheese. I'm going to do the same thing, kind of stack it up, cut it in equal pieces. That way it'll spread all that evenly through here. Have y'all ever made egg casserole or frittata, or what's that thing that men don't eat, quiche? I don't mind a quiche. I mean, it's fine. It's just a thin egg pie. Doesn't have a lot of flavor, and I'm not the biggest fan of crust of anything. So, all right. So I've got some sausage. I've just regular old breakfast sausage. I fried them up in rounds and just cut them up just then to spread them through here. It's where my protein comes in. I've also got some smoked deer and smoked venison and pork sausage, home sausage. It's really good. It's already fully smoked and cooked. So, put this over here. Yeah, I'm hungry. I cooked it yesterday morning, but it's already cooked out of the package. A little snack never hurt anybody. That's some good stuff, boys and girls. All right. A little bit of garlic. A little bit of pepper. You can add your favorite seasonings at this point in time. Yeah, I bet you thought we were through with the cheese. Oh no. Monterey Jack, it melts really good. Alright. We're not through with the protein. That cheese is protein. This is some turkey bacon. It's Sam's Choice. It's really good. You buy at Walmart. It's uncured bacon. I don't know if it doesn't have any nitrates, but it's less than nitrates. And according to my heart doctor dude, nitrates are not good for my heart. I don't know about anybody else that has heart problems. I can only speak for myself. So, we're going to mix that through out there. I bet you're saying, man, you're throwing the whole kitchen sink in there. Yeah, just about. Just about. All right. Let me get something to mix this with. That last little bacon up there. I didn't realize you wasn't getting to watch everything I was doing. Oh well. You can see me breaking it up. So what I'm going to do is just kind of mix it together. Not end to end, but just over the top of each other. That way it's got cheese on the bottom, cheese on the top. I'm not actually through with the cheese, but you'll see what I do with the last bit of the cheese. And we're not through with all the vegetables, actually. All right. So, give these eggs a whipping one more time here. If this doesn't do it, I can mix up some more. Just slowly pour it. Let's say this was 8 eggs. You know what? The old dude good, I guess. Or maybe just lucky. How's that, boys and girls? Yeah, that looks perfect. And just take and mash down everything in. Kind of get it covered with your egg. I've got my oven on at 325 right now, and my oven bakes really hot. So, you know, you don't want to burn this real quick. You want to just let it sit there and slowly cook. It doesn't take a lot to set eggs, and they're going to set in this. You want to make sure they're at a safe temperature when you bring them out, and it's solid in the middle here, not. All right. Now, what else we got to put on here? I got some tomatoes here, really ripe ones. One thing I want to do about my tomatoes is I want to get some of the moisture out of them. So the way I'm going to do that, they're sliced, they're oozing out juice right now. As you can see on my cutting board, I'm going to lay these out. And we're just going to have a smashing good party. With paper towels, mash them and mash them. And I've got more paper towels. You could do this on a tea towel. I just find it easy to. You can see how much juice is coming out of these. You can get your roll them up like a burrito if you need to. Alright, that's probably about it. but all she's going to give up. Oh yeah, pretty dry. So we just lay these on top. We're going to make it pretty. That's about it on that. All right, got one more cheese, please. Let me go get the last bit of cheese. All right. Yeah, the last bit of cheese is going to be stinky, as I call stinky cheese. Parma. Let that burn it. Get off here. And you don't want to cover it real heavy, but you want enough to kind of lock in the flavors on it. You want enough to know you've got cheese on top, stinky cheese. That's it, boys and girls. I believe that this is going to cook. I'm going to put it on for about 20 minutes. I'll check it. Make sure if it's set. It'll set. You'll notice it's pulling away from the edges. And once it's set really good, it won't be no jiggle jiggle. So let me get this in the oven and I'll bring you back. All right, let's check this thing. Oh yeah, that's the way it's supposed to be looking. Getting brown on the sides. Not jiggling in the middle. I'm going to turn it off and let it sit there and finish cooking. I don't think it's done in the center. It might be. Hard for me to check the temperature on this. Like checking a moving baby. Let's see what the temperature is. Ah, it is done. Shoot. Let me set this camera down and I'll be right back with you. Alright, she's out of the oven. She's a thing of beauty. You can see how it got brown on the edges. And it's pulling away. You see where it's pulling away from the sides there. When you put all of your vegetables and meat into your egg mixture or put them in the pan, make sure they're all cold. Don't put them in hot. I started prepping on some of mine yesterday on the meat, so it had been in the fridge all night. If you put it in hot, it'll cook the egg around it. I don't think it would be good. So make sure everything's either at room temperature or cold or whatever when you put it in here. Let's get this over to the cutting board. All right, I've got it over to this other side of the kitchen. And let's cut a chunk of this out so I can have my dinner. Get the camera down here for you. She sure is pretty. All right. You see this dark? That's the country sausage. And the smoked sausage here. So, and you notice I didn't salt any of this. I'm hoping it'll come out of here okay. I believe it will. Maybe I should have used Baker's Joy. That's a really good product to use, but like I said, it's coming away from the edges, so I believe it's fine. It's going to come out just fine. Oh yeah. I know this is going to be really good. Let's get a bite. All right, let's get a bite of this. I will probably need some salt in here, but like I said, you know, that all those meats have salt in it, so maybe not. You could also serve this with more tomato on the side, jalapeno peppers. You could do it with a salad on the side. And I'm going to go in for a bite and see how she tastes. Let's see here. Well, the tomato cut, yeah. I was going to say I may have to get civilized and use a knife to cut my food with. All right, she's nice and warm. Oh my goodness, that's really good. No salt needed, no pepper. It's good by itself. Man, it tastes like a really thick omelet. So anyway, you got to make one of these, boys and girls. And I say it's kind of cooking by the seat of your pants. You see how many eggs I used and a little bit of milk and mixed it all up, and so it's ready and it's really good. And the wife I hear is headed this way. She knows dinner's going to be on the table. See y'all later. Thanks for being part of my YouTube family. Share, subscribe, leave me a comment. Any comment. Talk to y'all later. Bye.
There's a cabin with the pine trees in. Johnny brews a batch and it's still midnight under Mississippi's moonlit light. Grandpa taught him all he knows, how to make the whiskey flow. From corn mash to the copper still, how about the